Well, first, it's probably impossible to reform the financial system after you have saved it. So uh, Roosevelt came in, and his first act was to close all the banks. So he called it a banking holiday, which sounds better than saying we're going to close all of the banks. Nice little holiday. And then he put Jesse Jones in charge of determining which ones to allow to reopen. So this is a Friday, and by Monday, I've forgotten the numbers, but I think almost half of the banks were allowed to reopen. Um, and then Jesse Jones demanded resignation letters from the heads of every other bank. Okay, he said, "I want to put them in my drawer, and if I need them, I will pull them out, and you will be fired. Okay, you'll be gone." And he a lot of the banks he did shut down. I think maybe a quarter, and he put his own people in charge of those to try to operate them. And then they turned most of them around. And in the end, the Treasury actually made money on the whole thing. Okay. Which I don't think is important, but politically it's nice. So in the end, you saved the financial system and the Treasury made money doing it. Okay. Compare that to what we did before. Okay. Uh, and they put the financial system back in its proper place, relatively unimportant. That's where the financial system should be. It shouldn't be very important. And it was safe for a whole generation. Uh, so the lesson that you learn from that is you have to do it in the crisis. If you save them first, forget it. It's not going to happen. Uh, so I think Obama could have been a pretty good president, but the problem is that he did it the reverse. He had Timmy Geithner and he had Paulson providing the advice on what to do, and so they chose to save the worst institutions, and they and we did lose a lot of banks, or we've been losing banks steadily uh, due to failures, but also due to consolidation. So we've ended up with a system that's more consolidated than it was, which is exactly the opposite of what we needed to do. So you probably have to do the reform in the depths of the crisis. That's when you can do it.